Hi, today's recipe is tabbouleh from scratch from A to Z. I have 6 bunches of Italian parsley. You can use the American one, but this is the original recipe. It's Italian parsley. Soaked with water, and now I'm gonna add white vinegar to sterilize the parsley. It's very important to clean the vegetables. Even the organic one, I wash it with vinegar as well. And I will leave this for around 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sharpen my knife because if we are gonna chop the parsley manually, you have to have very sharp knife to help you with that. So this is the manual sharpener. There is electrical one as well. So this is the coarse one. There is ceramic one, coarse and fine. So I'm gonna use the coarse and fine because my knife is stainless steel. It's not ceramic, so and I'm gonna start from the grip of the knife and I will pull it toward me like that. Never sharp the knife back and forth. It's harmful for the knife. And after that we have to wash the knife very well. Now the parsley, I rinse it with water very well and removed all the vinegar. I'm gonna put it on the dry kitchen towel like this. If I have time, if I have no time, I will use this dryer. This is very handy tool in kitchen. Save some time by using this one. I'm gonna press now and break. You can see the water now out of the parsley and it's totally dry. So this was in the fridge for 2 days. Can you believe it? I just wrap it in this towel and after that I wrap the whole thing with the plastic wrapping and just leave it in the fridge. As long as the parsley is dry, it will stay for 2 or 3 days like this. Now regarding the chopping, manually we have first to purify the parsley. So I have to remove any yellow parts, any like grass, something not parsley was put there by mistake, by accident. So as you can see, I don't need any stems. But believe me, it's worth it. So I will be patient and continue. How nice this parsley is. Very tender and green. Some people, by the way, just chop the parsley before washing it. I don't do that. I wash it like a whole bunch, then I like to use my cutting board with very clean vegetables. I do that to all greens. Lettuce, parsley, cilantro, chard. Now this bunch or arrangement is ready to cut off the stems with a sharp knife. And regarding the chopping, we have to keep our fingers like this, parallel to the blade. And in case we have any cuts, we should disinfect the finger and the cutting board, the knife, and throw the food if there is any blood on it. So as you can see, I'm just chopping once, like shaving. Never go back and press on the parsley again. Only like that, shaving. This will give me prettier tabbouleh, and also the juices will stay inside the leaves of the parsley. Kind of, it will keep the parsley like dry, more dry than with pressing and more over and over with the knife. For cooking, we can do that. Doesn't matter the shape of the chopping, but here it really matters, at least for me, as you can see now. Okay. As you can see also how we hold. Never put your pointer finger like this because you will end with pain in the wrist after all. But you should use your grip like this for chopping. This is for everything. Now I have another option for chopping my parsley very well, which is the food processor. This is very practical tool. I think every kitchen needs a food processor. As you can see, same thing, same arrangement. I will cut the stems and toss the parsley inside the food processor. And I would like to let you see how this very helpful, especially if you have like big amounts of parsley you need to chop. And usually in Syria, in our occasions, we have like big amount of tabbouleh to make. In birthdays and wedding or the social occasions, we really like to find tabbouleh on the table. So as you can see, I'm starting with pulse first, then I'm gonna go low or high, depends. I have to check and press, because the bottom side will be fine and the upper part will be coarse. I have to help the machine and blend. You will see this option is very good, actually, helpful. Why not? If you have the food processor. If you don't have it, just use your knife. So I'm gonna continue until I get the size, the wanted size of the cutting. As you can see, nothing wrong with that. This is totally good. Very nice. A very time-saving way, as you can see. I'm comparing, this is the manual chopping one. As you can see, fluffy, dry, like shaves. And that one, the food processor, little darker in color. That means there is juices out of the parsley more than the handmade one. But still, it's a good option. I'm gonna use it today for the whole 6 bunches. And another tip for you, if you want to keep the chopped parsley for another day, maybe two days after that, you can just put a paper towel inside the container and put the parsley in it. Then cover it on top also with the kitchen towel, and on top of that put some plastic wrap, and this goes into the fridge for maybe 2-3 days until you're ready. Now I have, this is bulgur. This is number one bulgur. For what is bulgur, there is a video on my channel, you can check it out to see what do I mean by bulgur. And the magical three ingredients: fresh mint, jalapeno one piece, and this bunch of green onions. And this is finely chopped. 4 pieces of tomato like this size. And this is also finely chopped. Small onion, any kind. This one is white. You can use yellow or red. And also I'll chop it very fine. Also I have olive oil around fourth cup. I have dry mint. I have salt. Up to your taste, the salt of course. The lemon, I will need 3 big lemons, as you can see. I'll squeeze them. And the best friend of tabbouleh is lettuce, also washed with vinegar. Now I'm gonna mix the whole ingredients of my salad to get the most delicious tabbouleh in the world. First, I'm gonna add the bulgur. This is 1 cup, only washed with water, and I left it to drain. I didn't soak it at all. No need for soaking. I will add as much as I want, so this is also optional as an amount. But this is very basic ingredient, very essential. I mean, you should have it with tabbouleh. Tabbouleh all about bulgur. This small amount of fine bulgur. Now I'm adding all the ingredients gradually. First these vegetables, the dry mint, and I have a nice stir here. Mix it. As I mentioned before, the salt is optional as an amount, and the olive oil also. Be careful about using your very top quality extra virgin olive oil with all salads, especially with tabbouleh. It makes all the difference in taste. And this is the tomato. I'm gonna add little by little, then I'm gonna decide if this is enough or I have to add more to the tabbouleh. I'm putting the whole 6 bunches of chopped parsley, and I'm gonna mix. You can use your clean hand, but I prefer the spoon, especially with tabbouleh. I don't know why. I like to keep the mixing neat and nice. With meat, that's fine. I'm using my hands very well, but with tabbouleh, I feel it's should be by spoon. Anyway, feel free to mix your tabbouleh as you wish. Now I'm gonna adjust the amounts of everything. But in general, I'm gonna use the whole amount of tomato for your recipe to be accurate, especially if this is your first time making this kind of food. So this is the ingredient. You can put all this ingredient and you will get the perfect one. I guarantee that. Here you go. Look at that. Very pretty plate with the decoration of lettuce and some chopped tomato with the lemon. I hope you will try this recipe and let me know your opinion. If you like my video, subscribe and give me thumb up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.